Hey everyone, here's a project I just finished up, an old railing. The bottoms, the legs are rusted real bad, it fell over. So I'm going to show you how I fixed it. Alright, so I'm going to cut out these old rusted out ends, make new fresh extensions, then those will fit into the concrete steps. Anyway, so I put a new piece on here, new 12-inch piece on here in place of this old garbage. So I just have to do the other two now. Here's the cut I just did. It's nice, that saw. But anyways, it doesn't fit in just right yet. It wants to, but it's hitting that seam because tubing, at least this type of tubing, is folded up on a machine. I think I put this in a video once before. It's folded up from a piece of sheet, and then the machine will weld the seam here, and it leaves this big nasty weld on tubing. So I have to file that, and I'll hit it with the die grinder real quick, make quick work of it. It'll slide in here. I have to drill some holes to plug weld it, and that will be that. Alright, so I got this piece, the holes drilled for the plug welds. Just did 1/2 inch, then a 3/8 on the side. But yeah, this was just scrap I had laying around from an old welding cart I had. Oh yeah, you can't see where that seam is anymore. I filed it down. That's what it looks like on the other side. But it should just shear off whenever I push this on if there's any more of it. So I'll have to get a hammer and tap that on. Let's see if I can just do this. That's about right. So that's about 2 inches. 2 inches on this side. So then I'll just plug weld these and we'll go ahead and scoot it on here. And those, whenever I grind this flush so it looks like one seamless piece of tubing, and you don't know that there was a repair down here, I'm gonna have to grind that smooth. And what that'll do is it means there won't be much weld holding it. Thus, that's why I use the backing bar too, is that that's really shiny. But when I grind that weld down, that backing plate, it'll be burned in this little valley here. So really the weld shouldn't come crest higher than the tubing to begin with. So when I grind it smooth, it'll still be plenty strong, and I'll have these rosette welds, plug welds, whatever, holding it on either side too. And whenever it tries to twist, you'll have that stiffener there too, so it won't just try to snap a weld. So yeah, and then I clamped it and just made sure it's straight. Alright, so I have these things welded on. Burned a nice hot pass through there down to that bar like we talked about. Welded this channel back on. Did the other side. But then the center bar, when this broke off, when it rusted, and it broke off the railing last winter, it looks like that piece of round bar got tweaked. You can see how it's bent. Pretty bad, maybe a quarter inch. Alright, I don't know. I think I got it decently straight. I'm not gonna really mess with it too much. Anyways, I think my work here is done. I took the little palm sander, smoothing this. I don't like to do a lot of finish work with grinders because you end up just hogging out too much metal at once. So I think both sides look good. And then the middle piece, that I think I got a decent enough shot explaining it, but I grinded these down to like cones and then filled up that double bevel. So there's plenty of weld in there after it's ground through. Same here. You can still see evidence of my rosette weld, which is fine. That is that. So that's the railing. Can't think of anything else to say, so cool.